This is for standard 6 assessments. This is a standard test. I have a test paper. There is a free speaking, just answer my question section, which is the first part. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. What do you want to eat?
I want to ice cream.
Good.
They know they're being tested.
Do you
He's
know
not the
a
first
healthy
one.
food? You know a healthy food? Healthy food. Healthy snack. Let's eat a healthy snack.
Happy snack.
This is
What
our
healthy
song,
snack?
the way I taught them healthy foods.
What's healthy
So I was
snack?
trying to remind him. But he
Cookies?
has to say but he has to say it.
No, not that. That's not a healthy snack. You know a healthy snack?
Happy snack. Banana.
There's a sentence. Banana.
Center banana. Is that
What? Sentence. I don't want one word. Banana, no. No. Orange, no. Sentence. A whole sentence. Banana.
banana?
I want the sentence. Whole sentence. I can't give you 4 points if you just say banana. Sentence. Okay.
We've practiced this many times, so I tell them say as much as you can.
So banana.
So banana is a happy snack.
There we go. Yes. What can you see in the classroom? Okay, look at me. What can you see
So I'm
in the classroom?
doing the action, looking around to help them.
What? Good. Okay, what's this?
If they don't get the points, I hide it from them. I let them not see they're doing poorly.
Yes.
If they are doing well, I like them to see it because that encourages them. If they get
A
stuck,
play?
I try to cover that.
It's not
And
a
move
play.
on.
You and me play. Let's play outside. Let's go play. No, it's a...
It's a bay. It's a play.
Oh, it's not a play.
It's so close as a plate.
No. What's this one?
Tomato. It's a tomato.
Good.
It's a pig.
It's not a play. What's this?
I want him to move on because I know he knows the other ones.
It's a orange.
Yes.
And maybe if he gets into the rhythm, he'll remember that one.
It's a
Because these words are grouped, we learn them together.
Fork.
fork.
Okay.
It's a mango.
Okay.
It's a carrot.
Yes, you try again. It's a...
It's a play.
It's not a play. There's one more letter at the end. It's a play. Play? It's a play. Yeah? It's a play. Oh, okay. Seven.
Play.
Huh?
It's a play.
It's not a play. What's this?
I'm really hoping he'd get it.
Good. Yes.
I can only lead so much without it being, not okay.
Okay, what's the map?
Map. Hat.
Yes.
Pen.
Pen?
Hat. Haru.
Okay.
The first one I read and the rest I have to read.
Now there.
So that's really hard for them, the letter sound when there's a letter and an L in there is very, very hard for them. They managed to do it before when I lead them with the first 2 examples and then they just have to read the rest, then it's better. But this is our summative, so
How to say it, okay?
I can't help them too much this time. This is checking if they can remember on their own.
What is it? Book. Okay, this book.
This book
Is
So this one is tell me the difference in the pictures. We haven't done a lot of that specifically. I didn't expect it to be in the test.
two more.
But the vocabulary in there, the sentence structures we have done. We've done open your book, close your book. What can you see? The caterpillar that's in the picture. We've done vocabulary about that. So I have the vocabulary. This was just a very, very hard way actually of putting it together.
You have to say it. Fine, how to say?
But I didn't make the test. This was given to me.
Words.
We try and guess
Oh, good.
the test actually in general. We don't actually have a set curriculum and a set target, which is very frustrating.
Good. Oh, so sorry.
I make my own, and then they're surprised when kids don't know things that, they decide they need to know, but they never communicated it to me.
Hang on, let's write this down before I forget. That's minus 1 point, minus 1 point over there. 2, 3, 5, 25, I think. That's not bad.
It's really good for Hogan, actually.
Okay, sorry. We're going to do it so fast. You're so clever, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't need to help you at all. Okay.
And the star is sort of the best ones. He's just going to fly through this.
And what do you want to eat?
I like a noodle.
Okay. A noodle. One noodle.
I like
noodles.
noodles.
Okay. Do you know a healthy snack?
Chocolate.
Not that. That's not a healthy snack. Healthy snack.
I didn't teach them healthy foods. We did healthy snacks because
That's not a healthy snack.
I kind of taught them the food names are the good ones and the snacks are sort of the bad ones
Banana is a healthy snack.
to help
Okay,
define
thank
it
you.
and
What do you
the
see
language
without it?
usage of it.
I like.
Okay.
And again, that wasn't something that was in the material. I on my own decided to teach that to them in theme class, which is my lesson. It's not a curriculum thing. So again, I'm kind of surprised that's in the test, seeing as it's not part of our curriculum.
So easy. What's this? What letter? Map. Yep.
And so if they aren't familiar with something, I can't copy it when I help them and just give them the extra sound.
Okay. Thank you.
So I don't mind giving a little bit of lead here and there, because if they don't understand, they'll just look at you anyway. If they understand and it serves as a reminder, they'll finish the sentence and use the first bit you gave them.
Open.
Okay. Two more.
This is there. This is
How do you say? This is.
in front. The
What does Robert always tell me to do?
turn around.
This is.
Turn around.
This is.
Turn around.
I do take note of things like this in the tests
So have this.
that they can't say. That word, this is turned around. Even though we've done turn around,
Sorry.
they seem to have trouble using that in that format.
That's a better
So I did after we tested everybody, go back and
Good job.
have them place objects, turn around and do more descriptive words. Personally, I think that that's like really hard. Star can do it, but
Circle.
80% of my class is not ready for that. For adjectives and descriptive words like that. Not just a you know, we've done it's big, a big pencil, small pencil, orange pencil, red pencil, basic things like that. But and prepositions of space in front of, behind, under, simple things turned around. Yeah, that was a difficult ass one to put in there. Jeez.
What do you want to eat?
I want apple.
Perfect sentence. Good job. You know a healthy food?
At least this shows that none of them are autistic,
Cookies?
because that would have been very evident in that last
What is a healthy
test.
snack? Cookies is no.
They can all point it out, they just can't actually say it in English.
Candy is a healthy snack. Ice cream is a healthy snack.
Not that I thought any of them had autism to begin with. I would have flagged that ages ago.
What is a healthy snack? Yes, healthy snack. I want yes, healthy snack. What? Huh? What? Can you think of a healthy snack for me? What is a healthy snack? Is what? Healthy snack is. Okay, I'm gonna have to move on.
Jessica was away on this dancing business for
Healthy snack.
over a month,
Healthy snack. Vegetables.
and she used to be like top of the class, but she missed quite a lot while she was away, and now she's sort of in the middle.
What can you see in the classroom? Okay. Yes, I'll take it. I see a frog. That's fine.
The frog is a picture on the wall, but it's grammatically correct and it is in the classroom. So,
Oh, it's not a pan. What's this?
Tomato.
Yeah.
Banana.
It's a banana. Okay.
like when we did the food groups, she wasn't there. They're having a play in the background, and he wants to come get tested because, you know, when if they haven't done the test, they're still sitting in anticipation. If they've done the test, then they can relax. They're done. They're sitting nicely and behaving much better until they did the test. Once their turn is over, they're a lot more energetic. So that's why they want to get tested. It's not like they are eager beavers and love testing. It's about they like it being done. And they keep some of them kept coming over, even though I wasn't ready for them. Still on the other one. And they wanna, like, King is a bit lower level, and if they can hear what somebody like Jessica Starr saying, the answers, I've noticed this in previous tests. They will remember one or two and just say the same one, even though they might have said it differently. So I'd really prefer to do it in a different room, but we can't. There's no other room to go to. And you know, we shouldn't be testing kindergarteners this hard anyway, so on the one hand, it's well done to them for thinking they can memorize an answer. So the quid didn't have the little tail on it, and I specifically taught them about the tail. It just looks like a reverse P, and that's hard.
Oh, I can't give you that point. It's a clap. This is.
I saw close as an L in there again. Like we did the first part of the reading basics when she was away, so she can't read as well as the others.
Almost done. Three differences. Fine. Three differences.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here. It's we've seen. So yeah, she can clearly speak very well. The reading's not so good because she missed when we did the fundamentals of that. So I don't blame her. I've been trying to help her catch up, but she's used to being kind of top of the class. So okay, I'm gonna move on to examples of my formative assessment. Okay, formative assessment. I tried to do something with the phone where I put it in my pocket.
I hear Chinese, I get points. Good English, getting well, many points. Let's go. Move it. Your question is, don't come in here.
So it's a little muffled, the sound,
That's later. Well,
and the visuals are not as great.
it's okay. One is okay. It's good. One is fine.
Okay, so in the test, like they've been practiced to say as much as they can, but this is in class assessment, so and there's a lot of them to get through, so they can just say one thing is okay.
But what are the pockets?
I realized I should just let her keep speaking and say as much as she can. Actually, shouldn't have stopped her.
Your question is what is Oscar wearing? Two things. Beautiful rainbow.
Jimmy's adorable. Okay, so what we're doing is for reward, they can throw the paper ball onto the paper. I drew out, the poor paper has had a long life now, points on the floor, and depending on the points they hit, they get that points. So it might be that they get no points, but it might be that they get 100 points. And then there's a column for me. If I hear Chinese or them being noisy, I get points. But then if they start to lose terribly, I do rig it so that they can catch up and beat me before the end of the class. Otherwise, they're very sad. So I can beat them for a little while, but we can't end the class with me winning. Unless they were really, 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 really naughty, and I need to make a point of it. So Jark joined us very, very, very late, and he's constantly looking at the others for the answers, and I want him to get used to coming to me for the answer, because I will tell him I want him to try first. I don't want him to just let the others tell him. That's not learning at all. He has to at least think about it and try. So he's been a very slow learner because of that problem. Yeah, so this is my formative. It's still kind of, maybe it's still a little bit summative type of assessment, but it's not a formal test. We're playing a game and we're reviewing just everything. And we do this every day, 10 minutes, a quick review of just everything. And I try to match the questions to their level, so Jark will get an easier question, Bliss and Oscar will get a harder question.
Can you give me two vegetables? What is a vegetable?
Ebi, they got 100 points just there, that's what that was.
Let's get back up here. Lettuce.
I think she was not feeling very confident about her answer, so she said it very, very softly.
So close! So close! Liz, your question is... Okay,
Okay, so what I drew was a sickle moon and a
This is a full moon.
regular moon, full moon, that came up in a different test.
It's a new moon. I thought it was sickle moon. I thought new moon is a full moon. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm still not sure. I'm going to Google that now. I can't remember what I feel like that's wrong. I feel like a new moon is either like the first little bit of moon or a full moon.
Okay.
Oh well, that sort of gives you an idea of what I do for formative. I obviously go around when we don't do a lot of book work. That's what I usually send on for homework practice, book stuff, because they can do the book at home. We don't have a lot of time to do the book in class. So let's stop.